As a private investigator and security expert, Mike Boles joins us right now via video link to unpack the latest crime statistics and what they tell us about the state of crime and policing in the country. Mike, good to have you on the program this afternoon. Firstly, the headline is that several serious contact crimes have declined. But what is your biggest takeaway from these latest crime stats?
Thank you for the opportunity. I must immediately jump in and say that we must complement. We cannot only be known for what we're against, but also what we are for.
Yeah.
And we complement the police, the government, the public, and everybody involved making a difference together. I think the Matlanga Commission has spread a bit of fear amongst the criminals, and we hope so that it will be becoming better and better, obviously. But my concern still is the crimes against children, women, and the elderly. And many of those crimes are never reported. I'm also very concerned about other crimes that are not reported. So the statistic situation in our country is a huge problem for me. The statistics is of extreme importance. When we get cases in, we always say to people, and we always say it in our projects, open up a police case, even if it's the slightest, so that the country can see in a day like today exactly the petty crimes, the medium crimes, the serious violent crimes, the sexual crimes, and political crimes and corruption and etc. And that's unfortunately not happening. So I urge the public once again, for the public to know exactly, the government to know, the authorities, you need to open up cases no matter what the problem is.
Right. But murder has declined, Mike, but the number remains extremely high. What does that latest figure then tell us about South Africa's fight against violent crime specifically?
The violent crimes has been on the top of the list of the authorities in the country, and obviously all safety and security industries, and they're going out of their way. And as I've said, dealing with crime in a way presently, exposing it to the public, like through the Matlanga Commission, it has a deterrent effect. Especially we see it declining in kidnappings, hijackings, and then, as you've said, murders, etc. Because the criminals also watch the news. They also see that, you know, crime does not always pay. We usually always say crime always pays, but it's changing a bit, and therefore the compliments to the authorities. And we hope, obviously, and we pray for our country and the authorities to make even a better effort, because, you know, even one murder is just too much. And there are many killings, as you previously have said. But once again, I must stress that the serious sexual crimes, the crimes against children and the elderly are not properly statistically identified, because the vulnerable people are influenced in such a way not to come forward. And those are the ones that we must try and assist in the future.
Also interesting for me is that the SAPS say they're seeing declines in hijacking, for instance, house and business robberies, but also, interestingly, in cash and transit heists, showing that intelligence-led policing is actually working. Well, at least that's according to the police. Do you agree with that kind of assessment? And how do we determine whether these declines also present a sustained improvement rather than simply quarter-to-quarter fluctuations?
Yes, it's partly true. I also thank the public for coming forward with information. I believe that things have changed. People have a bit of a trust in the authorities now, especially once again due to what's happening in the Matlanga Commission, taking everybody in consideration, saying what they mean, meaning what they say, zero tolerance, exposing it as it is. The public has put their, I'm speaking on behalf of the public, they've put their trust in this, and they're standing up and they're making a difference. I think that's also a reason that there's a decline. There's a much more awareness, and there's most probably, there's no statistics for it, but there's most probably information, intelligence that is coming forward. As you've said, the police has that intelligence. They need it to prevent crime. The only way to get crime down is if you have the information beforehand, and then you can act swiftly and prevent it. And I would once again urge the public, to please see this as a compliment, but do more. If you know of a crime, inform the authorities. Do not keep quiet, because lives are at stake, and especially in serious violent crimes.
Mike Boles, let me thank you for your time this afternoon. Of course, unpacking all the latest when it comes to the latest statistics, giving us a measurement of crime, but they don't on their own just tell us whether South Africans feel safer, but whether communities trust the police or whether organized criminal networks are being effectively dismantled as well, like we're hearing at the Madlanga Commission. But the real test will be whether these numbers translate into better policing, a stronger accountability and safer communities. But also, as you heard from Mike, a number of issues, especially around crimes against women and children being underreported. Mike Boles giving us his perspective.